I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Captain America Steve Rogers issue number 10. What will happen in the fallout of the trial of Maria Hill, and who will lead S.H.I.E.L.D? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So I'm gonna guess by now I think you all know the drill. The comic opens up with a flashback. We see Steve returning to America from the Hydra Academy for the very first time. You know, when people talk about this Nick Spencer series, they always talk about the high-minded political storytelling and all the topical references that are made in the pages of the book. Something I think that's overlooked, though, is all the movie stuff. Thanks to Spencer, Dr. Selvig became canon, we got to see Chitauri, who looked like the ones from the movie again, and oh yeah, Sokovia came back to prominence, and this issue does a lot of interesting stuff too by drawing a lot of visual cues from First Avenger. You see, Steve's current mission for the Hydra top brass is to infiltrate Operation Rebirth and get close to Dr. Erskine and his super soldier serum. Only Steve keeps getting turned away from the project and the army due to his asthma. After hitting this brick wall but not wanting to fail, Steve decides he'll just kill Erskine and get it over with. But here's the thing, right before he's about to do it, a lady ends up getting her purse stolen and Steve hunts the guy down and gets it back. Even though despite all of his training, he still gets knocked around for all his trouble, Dr. Erskine sees this and starts to realize that maybe this kid would be a good candidate for the project after all. The doctor's warmth and fatherly nature too clearly strikes a chord with young Steve, and you have to wonder if he'll reevaluate his Hydra beliefs if these two are going to be working closer together. Now, back in the present storyline, we see that due to Captain America's intervention in the trial from the previous issue, Maria Hill ends up getting found guilty. But as we've clearly seen before, this lady is tough as nails and refuses to go down without a fight. There's also clearly a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents who are still very much loyal to her and allow her to slip away. Her Hail Mary play here is actually quite fascinating. She leaves Earth completely and tries to take her brand new Earth S.H.I.E.L.D. technology to Carol Danvers. After all, she had been loyal to her during the events of Civil War II. Thankfully though, despite current characterization, Captain Marvel wants absolutely no part of the rogue Maria Hill. She's not gonna harbor her, but she might just take that technology though. Now what the rest of the issue deals with is the transfer of power to a new head of S.H.I.E.L.D., someone who's going to have a ton of new responsibility on their shoulders, what with the passing of a new law that would bring all of America's armed forces directly under the control of S.H.I.E.L.D., essentially making them the top cops of America, more or less. Steve uses his clout as Captain America to campaign super hard for Sharon Carter to take up the position. I mean, she's already more or less been acting as S.H.I.E.L.D. head this whole time during the trial. Here's the thing though, Sharon is so concerned right now about everything that's going on with this newer, more devious Hydra, the incoming invasion wave. She thinks that maybe, just maybe, she's not cut out for this gig, and the only person she would trust to give this much power to is, well, Captain America. Yep, just like that, the mind-manipulated Captain America just became the most powerful man in America, if not one of the most powerful men in all of the world. This, as you might have guessed, causes all sorts of problems between Steve and his supposed master, the Red Skull, who is beginning to realize more and more that Steve is undercutting him at every turn. Skull is also pretty angry about all the loose ends that Captain America has left in his wake, including Jack Flag, who knows what's going on with Steve, and if he ever gets out of his coma could easily finger him. This means that Captain America has a bit of a moral dilemma going on, and they do a great job reflecting this bit with the stuff that happened with him in the past, taking a life that he wasn't 100% sure about. Steve is still loyal to the Hydra master plan, but he's also a man with his own ideals that he doesn't wish to compromise. In the end though, he ends up being spared, this time at least, from the tough choice, but you know next time it won't be so easy. As Captain America amasses more power, the chances of getting caught spike significantly, but for more on this, be sure to watch my video on Civil War II: The Oath, which should be up sometime tomorrow. All that being said, Captain America Steve Rogers number 10 was a comic where a hell of a lot of stuff happened. As always, I am truly amazed at what kind of edge of my seat reading this book really is, despite the fact that there is oftentimes not that much action going on. No one really gets punched. It's wonderfully nerve-wracking to see a Hydra Cap try and further his plot, not knowing if this will be the time he gets caught, and if so, what that will do to the Marvel Universe when they find out that their paragon of virtue has been compromised. The flashback stories are also becoming more and more fascinating as we see Steve's time in Operation Rebirth. I like that Erskine more and more is able to actually break on through Steve's Hydra programming and let us see shades of the old Steve. Overall, I think I'd feel comfortable giving this one an 8.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.